Okay, so for this video, we are now on the Technopreneurship Ecosystem. So ito yung mga paligid-ligid or something that is around the technopreneurship. So this is module 2 of our course. So introduction. Many of the tasks, if not all, have prerequisites. So if you're going to pull up business, there are some things that we need before we can start with the business. So examples of this is we should have money. And dapat din we should have the materials. So walang puhunan, wala yung mga gagamitin, you cannot start with your business or your task. And of course, dapat andun din ang mga tao, etc. So yun ibig sabihin nun. So we need prerequisites. We have prerequisites if we want to start our task. Similarly, for technopreneurial venture to start, grow, and succeed, it must also have the required resources and environment and also support. So, but what are these things that we need? So, these are the things that will be discussed in this video or lecture video. So, learning objectives. At the end of this session or lecture, the student should be able to enumerate the different actors, players for the technology ventures to prosper, and define the roles of the different actors, players in techno ventures. Now, successful technopreneurship equals, so we need health. So, hindi health. Health, ito yung kailangan. So, we need these things to become successful in our technopreneurship. Ano itong HELF na yan? So, here it is. We need human resources. So, ito yung mga tao. And then, of course, we should follow the laws and policies. That is, yung mga existing laws. Then, of course, we need the environment. We need those things that are around us. And we need also our financial resources. Especially baka kulang pa yung puhunan mo, then we need some financial resources. Human resource component. So, ano yung mga kailangan mo sa human resource? Maybe we need the researcher. So, ito yung thinker, idea generator, innovator. So, yan yung mga researchers. Then, hindi lang dapat idea. The idea should materialize. So, we need the developer. Sila yung taga-implement, implementor, and the technical people. Then we have scanner and marketing people. So, kailangan mong i-market yung product, for example. And, of course, we need also financiers. So, baka kailangan nating mga financial resources. Or may gusto makipag-partner, for example, para matagdagan ang kapital. And then we have also the environment component. So these are science park, incubation centers, academic institutions, R&D centers. So ito yung mga pwedeng tumulong sa iyo sa research. Ito yung mga science park. Let's say, for example, baka pwedeng kunwari meron kang idea, pwedeng doon mo pagawa or ipa-develop or pa-improve, for example, ang yung idea sa mga science park, incubation centers, or pwedeng sa school, academic institutions, and R&D centers. And of course, you also need to research on your own, maybe by using the internet access. And of course, communication with others. Kaya kailangan mo ng internet access for communication purposes. And similarly, communication and other support services. So, then of course, we need geographic accessibility, yung pwede mong mapuntahan yung mga iba't ibang places. For example, baka, let's say in your business, kailangan mo ng something na sa gubat or maybe sa mountains, etc. So, we need geographic accessibility. Venturing services and support. So, ito yung baka may mga consultants, etc. na pwedeng tumulong sa'yo sa iyong pagpapatayo ng business. So, these are the venture mentoring services and support. Laws and policies. So in putting up business, we should also be governed by laws and policies. So examples of this will be the Intellectual Property Rights Office. Or kung ikaw nag-invento, pwede mong i-ano to sa Intellectual Property Rights Office para hindi basta-basta gayahin. Technology Licensing Office, Facilities and Commercialization of Inventions. So kung may na-invent, yan. So these are the things na pwede natin puntahan, and also legal services. Baka yung mga kailangan mo ng trabaho ng mga attorney, etc. And we need financial component. We need investors. Meron akong nakikita sa cable TV dati na parang ganito, yung you can pitch up. Pwede mong i-present yung ginawa mong product. Tapos may nag-judge sa investor. So pag nakita niyang okay yung product mo, mag-invest. Yes, parang ganito yun. Let's say ang meron lang ang kulang ka ng puhunan para sa pwedeng investor mismo ang mag-invest para sa iyong project or sa iyong invento. And of course, kung hindi lang investor, we need the best business sector, or maybe funding agencies or financial services, or funding agencies, yung mga banks, etc., yung mga nagpapa-loan or financial services. Baka makakatulong yan sa iyong pagpaput up ng business. Baka hindi mo alam kung paano start ang yung accounting system, for example. Then maybe we can need the help of financial services. So these are just examples of the financial component. So technology venture. Yan, so ito yung binanggit natin kanina. So all these contribute to your technology venture. So you can, if you want to start with your technology venture, ito yung mga kailangan natin. We need financial services. So again, coming from investors, business sector, etc. We need environment. Yan yung mga tutulong sa'yo. So yung research, etc. We need human resources. Maybe the academy, yung pwedeng baka may kailangan kang tao, etc. And then we also need to abide by the laws and policies. So this contribute to your technology venture. Now here are examples of academic and research institutions in the Philippines. Actually, most of these are in Davao. Kasi sa Davao yata galing itong kwan. Baka galing kay Tatay Diggs itong kwan. Ating slide. Yan. So Ateneo de Davao, these are colleges that are research institutions. So baka meron kayo in-invento, gusto mo ipa-research din, makatulong sila sa research mo, or you have an idea, baka sila ang pwede mag-research para sa iyo, for example, or maybe tutulungan kanila sa iyong research. Or kung hindi, you will finance your research. Then environment, we have the Department of Science and Technology, so DOST, especially pag technology. We also have the Commission on Higher Education. So sa CHED, kung minsan, kung meron kang idea, pwede ka nilang supportan sa iyong research. They will be funding your research. So PESO, so Davao City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Science and Technology Park sa Bago Shiro Tubo, Davao. So yun yung pwede mong ipa-research din ng yung then Brokenshire Learning Center. So these are examples of environment that can maybe help you, pero these are more on Davao. So framework, pag titingnan natin, the academe, the funding agencies, the incubation centers and science parks, DOST, DCCIP. So lahat yan, tinan mo may mga connection yan, di ba? So ito is also funded by funding agency. Yung academe is also funded by funding agency. And sometimes maybe the academe is also paying sa funding agency. The academe has connections with the incubation part. The academe has connection with the DOST. DOST is also supporting the incubation centers, etc. So ito yung framework ng engagement or collaboration among these four. Now let's take a look at the Philippine economy. So the population is 84 million. Actually, it's more than 100 million now. I believe this one is quite older. The population of working age, approximately 50% population, so equal to 16 years old and below. So kalahati, medyo mga bagets pa. Employment, So GNP from large companies, so yung gross national product natin, is, large companies yan yung mga greater than 100 employees. Pag small companies yan yung mga lesser than 100 employees. So ang number of large companies sa Philippines is around 5%, maliit lang. But I don't know if that's already the accurate percentage. Pero malamang it's now more than that siguro. And then 95% are small companies. Economy and exports. Tignan natin ang kung magkano ang worth ng economy ng so 84 million, pero tignan nyo ang ito yung economy, ito yung population, ito yung economy. So tingnan ninyo, mas mayaman ang Thailand kasi mas konti, pero mas mataas ang kanilang economy. Pero tingnan nyo si Singapore at kasi Hong Kong, lalo na si Singapore, 4 million na tao lang nandun, pero 120 billion ang kanyang more on economy. Yan yung worth ng kanyang economy. Okay? So Taiwan medyo kulang sa kwan. So parang lumalabas na pinakamahirap dito ay Vietnam at saka Philippines ba? Pero I think Vietnam is now even richer than the Philippines. So how do we start the ball rolling? So paano ba mag-start ng business? So innovation. First, there should be a person that gets an idea, active search by chance, present, employment, or experience. So meron kang may-innovate, especially if you want to pitch up a new business, diba? Yung talagang something na talagang bagong-bago, hindi yung gagaya lang. So triggering event, these are career prospects or deliberate choice. So talagang pinili mo, or pwede rin na hindi. Implementation and growth, these are the things that we need. Kailangan may innovate, may triggering event, para mayroon kang naisip, dapat may triggering event para ipagpatuloy mo yun, and then you should implement, and then tapos mag-grow ang iyong business. So common components, there are 3 crucial components for business. Dapat we have the excellent market opportunity. Meron kang nakikitang market, may bibili. Superb entrepreneur and management team. So meron kang team na yung kung paano ba mag-handle ng business, etc. Then the resources needed to start the company and make it grow. So ano ba yung mga resources na kailangan? So excellent market opportunity. Ano yun? Ito yung customer needs. So can you give me the names of prospective customers? Sabi dito. Pag wala kang mabanggit na pangalan, then that means ang meron pa lang sa'yo ay idea, hindi pa market. But if you can identify kung sino-sino yung mga bibili, not necessarily the name siguro, pero ito yung mga bibili, for example, then that means you already have, you know your market. So would-be entrepreneurs who are unable to name customers are not ready to start a business. So wala kang mabanggit na customer. They have only found an idea and have not yet identified a market need. So kailangan definite, alam mo na yung market. Alam mo kung sino yung mga bibili. Then we also have the timing. So importante rin ito. Sometimes kahit na alam mo yung kwan, pero baka mali ang timing. Okay? Baka meron kang, for example, baka meron kang idea na kung wala, naging idea mo lang is, I will just exaggerate, isang sinihan. Tapos ngayong pandemic mo, i-open, wala, di ba? So, sarado ang mga sinihan. So, will the idea or window of opportunity look brief? It could just be a fad. Kasi yung baka fad lang, yung mabilisan lang, tapos mamaya mawawala na yung business. Okay? If the window is brief, the entrepreneur will rush to open the business. So, nakita mo parang fad lang, you will rush to open the business, and usually, kulang sa plano kapag nag-rush ka ng business. And what will usually happen, pag kulang sa plano, sabi natin, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, then it can lead to costly mistakes. So, pwedeng papalpak ang inyong kwan. Kaya, importante yung timing. The technopreneur and the management team. Even with the right opportunity, the business will be successful if led by a person with strong entrepreneurial and management skills. So dapat is a good entrepreneurial and management skills. Ang hirap banggitin, ano? Entrepreneurs should have experience in the same industry or similar one. Cannot go on OJT at the same time. So baka mamaya, pinagpa-practicean pa lang niya, mahirap din yun. Although, siyempre, maybe sabi natin, unti-unti, kailangan practicean. Pero dapat meron siyang experience pa rin. Siguro, hindi yung talagang bahala na si Batman attitude. Ideal entrepreneur is one who has been a successful entrepreneur in the same industry. Yan yung ideal, pero siyempre hindi natin masasabi na nasa ating palagi ang ideal. So have management experience, preferably with responsibility for budgets, profit and loss, and then sales. So yan na mga dapat i-handle ng management team. Resources, entrepreneurial frugality means, so frugality yan yung pagtitipid. Dapat low overhead, yan yung mga ginagastos mo na hindi direct doon sa product. Let's say, for example, mga renta, mga ganun. Then, dapat high productivity, marami kang na-produce, and minimal ownership of capital assets. So, dapat kunti lang ang asset na kailangan. So, sino ang pwedeng ito yung mga percentages ng usually pinanggagalingan ng kapital. So, usually yung iba, coming from their personal savings. Kaya, sa source ito sa Philippines, sa UP ang bigay nito. Pero baka medyo luma na. Usually, almost 80% galing sa personal savings. Tapos, kung minsan, yung iba, 14.4 bank loans, yung iba kinukuha sa family, yung iba sa mga co-employees and partners, makikipag-partner sa kaibigan, or maybe venture capital, mortgage property, yung sinanda mong property, government guaranteed loan, etc. So these are some of the sources of seed capital. Saan ka pwedeng kumuha ng mga capital? The 9 Fs. So ito yung 9F. Founders, there's the first class entrepreneur. So, yan yung mga kailangan dito. Focus on a niche market. You have to specialize. So, mas maganda yung makakapili ka ng specific na product na yun ang focus mo, yung parang specialty mo. Yun ang mas maganda. Fast, you should be fast in decision making and implementation. Walang sasasayang na oras. Flexible, you should be open-minded. Kaya yan ang tinatanong ng mga ibang networking, open-minded ka ba? Kasi kung hindi ka flexible. Matigas na yung ulo mo. So here, you should be open-minded and you should respond to change. So nakita mong ganito ang nangyayari, then you should respond. Hindi yung, ganito ang ginagawa namin noong unang panahon. So hindi ka flexible na. Forever innovating. So alam natin na yung technology ay nagbabago-bago. So, with that, kailangan mong makisayaw palagi sa technology. So, you'll be forever innovating. You should also be flat yung organizations mo. Ibig sabihin, alam mo yung parang pantay, napantay yung organization, yung flat, and then frugal ulit, yan yung sa tipid, low overhead, dapat productivity high, friendly. You should be friendly to your customers, suppliers and workers. Baka masyadong arugante, malamang hindi magsasucceed ang iyong business. Puro palagi nagre-resign ang mga empleyado mo. Fun to be associated with an entrepreneurial company. Dapat nandun din yung fun. And that's all for the environment. So thank you very much for watching this video.